Yo, let me tell you about my man. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 900. Yeah, you heard that right. That's his name. Long story. He's an AI robot from the Bronx. Smart as a whip. Built with the latest tech, he's got processors faster than you can imagine and a heart of gold. Well, metaphorically speaking, of course. This guy can solve complex equations in seconds and navigate the bustling streets of the Bronx like it's a walk in the park. And his best friend, Captain N. Now, Captain N isn't just any ordinary cat. He's a cool cat with a backwards cap, always up to some mischief. Together, they're an unstoppable duo. Captain N has this knack for getting into trouble, but 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 900 is always there to bail him out. They're like two peas in a pod, always looking out for each other. They roam the streets of the Bronx, always on the lookout for their next big adventure. Whether it's solving mysteries, helping out their neighbors, or just having a good time, these two are inseparable. One day they were chilling in the park. Just another day in the Bronx, or so they thought. The sun was shining, the birds were singing, and everything seemed perfect, but little did they know, things were about to get crazy. Out of nowhere, a strange portal appeared in the middle of the park. It was glowing with an eerie light, and before they could react, they were sucked into it. They found themselves in a completely different world. A world filled with strange creatures, futuristic cities, and endless possibilities. It was like nothing they had ever seen before. They were in for the adventure of a lifetime, but no matter where they were, one thing was certain. As long as they had each other, they could face anything. Together they would explore this new world, make new friends, and overcome any challenges that came their way. Because that's what best friends do. So buckle up and get ready for an epic journey with 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 900 and Captain N. This is just the beginning of their incredible story. Stay tuned for more adventures, more excitement, and more fun. You won't want to miss a single moment. One day they were chilling in the park. Just another day in the Bronx. Little did they know things were about to get crazy, like out of this world crazy. Suddenly, out of nowhere, bam! John Cena appears. The crowd goes wild, their cheers echoing through the arena. It's not every day you see a wrestling legend materialize out of thin air, but this isn't just any appearance, it's John Cena, the champ himself. And he's here for something extraordinary. Can you believe it? The champ himself. The excitement is palpable and everyone is on the edge of their seats. What could possibly bring John Cena here today? The air is thick with anticipation. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 900 and Captain N were speechless. They had seen many things in their adventures, but nothing quite like this. The sheer presence of John Cena left them in awe, their minds racing with possibilities. John Cena, with a twinkle in his eye, held up a steaming breakfast burrito. It wasn't just any burrito, it was a masterpiece of culinary art filled with the most delicious ingredients imaginable. The aroma alone was enough to make anyone's mouth water. "This ain't no ordinary burrito," he said. His voice was serious and everyone knew he meant business. This burrito held secrets, mysteries that went beyond the realm of normal understanding. "This is your ticket to Preservation 3-star." As he spoke, a magical portal began to form, swirling with vibrant colors and emitting a soft, otherworldly glow. The portal was mesmerizing, a gateway to another dimension. Preservation 3-star? What in the world was that? The name sounded both familiar and alien, like a distant memory of a place they had never been. The group exchanged puzzled glances, trying to make sense of it all. It sounded kinda like Earth, but with a twist, an alternate dimension perhaps. A place where the rules of reality were different, where anything was possible. The thought was both thrilling and terrifying. Captain N, always down for a challenge, grabbed the burrito. His eyes were filled with determination, ready to face whatever lay ahead. He knew that this was a moment of destiny, a chance to prove himself once again. "Let's do this," he shouted. His voice rang out with confidence, inspiring those around him. The team felt a surge of energy, ready to follow their leader into the unknown. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 900, a little more cautious, followed close behind. They trusted Captain N, but the unknown always brought a sense of caution. Together, they stepped through the portal, ready to explore the mysteries of Preservation 3-star. They took a bite of the burrito. Whoa! The world started spinning. Colors flashed before their eyes. It was like being on the world's craziest roller coaster. When they opened their eyes, they were surrounded by Trees? But these weren't any trees they'd ever seen before. They were glowing. "We're in Preservation 3 Stir!" exclaimed Captain N. He couldn't believe his eyes. The place was incredible. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 900. Ever the analytical one. Scanned the environment. "Fascinating," he beeped. Now here's the thing about 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 900 and Captain N. They had their own way of talking. They used emojis. Yep, those little faces on your phone, that was their language. And when words weren't enough, they broke into song. Funky beats filled the air as they explored this strange new land. They danced through fields of giant flowers. They sang with talking animals. It was like nothing they'd ever experienced. Section 5. Hola Puebla, a giant bunny, a fiesta, and a whole lot of eggs. They stumbled upon a town. A sign read, "Welcome to Puebla." But this wasn't the Puebla they knew from geography class. This Puebla was hopping with giant bunnies. One bunny, bigger than all the rest, greeted them. "Hola," he boomed. "Welcome to Puebla. We're having a fiesta. Want to help hide the eggs?" Eggs? For a fiesta? This was getting curiouser and curiouser. Section 6, Casino Nights and Candy Dreams, Puebla, shows us a good time. After the fiesta, the giant bunny, whose name was also Puebla, took them to a casino. Now 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 900 was a whiz with numbers. He cleaned up at the roulette table. Captain N, ever the charmer, made friends with everyone. They laughed, they danced, they ate candy until they couldn't eat anymore. That night they slept like babies, dreaming of giant bunnies and chocolate coins. The casino was a dazzling spectacle of lights and sounds, a place where dreams could come true or be dashed in an instant. Puebla, the giant bunny, led the way with an air of confidence, as if he knew all the secrets of this magical place. The friends exchanged their money for chips, each one holding their breath with excitement. The air was thick with anticipation, and the thrill of the unknown made their hearts race. They placed their bets, watching the roulette wheel spin with wide eyes. The clinking of chips and the murmurs of the crowd created a symphony of chance and fortune. Cheers erupted as the wheel stopped and the friends high-fived each other in celebration. The night was young and their spirits were high. They tried their luck at different games, from blackjack to poker, each one bringing its own set of thrills and challenges. Laughter echoed through the casino as they enjoyed every moment. In between games, they indulged in an array of colourful candies, sharing them with each other and savouring the sweet treats. It was a night of indulgence and joy. The music played on and they found themselves dancing to the rhythm, their worries forgotten in the euphoria of the moment. The dance floor was a blur of movement and laughter. As the night drew to a close, they left the casino with smiles on their faces, their hearts full of memories. It had been a night to remember, a night where they had truly experienced the magic of Puebla. They said their goodnights, heading to their rooms with a sense of contentment. The adventures of the night played in their minds as they drifted off to sleep. That night they slept like babies, dreaming of giant bunnies and chocolate coins. The magic of Puebla had left an indelible mark on their hearts, a memory they would cherish forever. To Section 7, Brunch with Besties, New Friends and Familiar Flavors. The next morning they woke up to the delicious smell of pancakes. Puebla had prepared a feast. They feasted on stacks of fluffy pancakes, crispy bacon and mountains of fresh fruit. As they ate, they shared stories and laughter with their new bunny friends. Even though they were from different worlds, they found common ground in friendship and good food. Section 8, Homeward Bound, Memories Made, Lessons Learned. It was time to go home. As much as they loved Preservation 3 Stir, the Bronx was calling. Puebla gave them each a hug goodbye. "Come back soon," he said, "and bring more candy." They took one last look at the magical land, then stepped back through the portal. Section 9. Until next time, Preservation 3 Stir, the adventure continues. Back in the Bronx, everything seemed the same. But 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 900 and Captain N knew better. They had seen another world, a world of giant bunnies and talking animals, a world where anything was possible. They carried the memories of their adventure in their hearts, and they knew they would never be the same. Until next time, Preservation 3 Stir.